Hi guys, this is Kesi Afiya. Welcome to the Kesi Afiya show, where we're going to get into every single thing that's ever happened in my entire life. Just kidding. So, actually, what this is just a shortened little version of what you can find in the About Me section on the website and in the blog. So, I am Kesi Afiya. I'm the creator of Ecotopia. Um, so, kind of to wrap it up in short, I am woman of twin pillars. I grew up in the wilderness of Australia in Queensland, which anybody who's familiar with that environment knows that it is a tropical paradise, which is pretty amazing and pretty lucky to grow up in. Um, I was born in Los Angeles, so after living in Australia for 20 years, I came back and I am a little bit of both, which is kind of my MO. So, how does that relate to Ecotopia? I am a woman who loves nature so much. I always wanted to just, kind of live like tribal style and go do treks through the Amazon and live off the land and everything like that. And I've done it at different periods of time for different lengths of time and loved it completely. However, whenever I was in those situations, I always had this really strong, nagging feeling like there's something I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just out here having the most fun. Just yay. Which, to begin with, I was like, that's great. That's what life's about, right? Just be happy. But then I realized I wasn't going to be happy unless I was really, really working to make some kind of impact on the changes that I really felt passionately about in life. So, living off the land, you are very far removed from the greater experience of being a part of the global community. Is kind of isolating. But I've also always found my way back to not just the city, but big cities, big ones that are really hustling, bustling, grinding. Everybody's really trying to accomplish something far out of reach, and they're doing it, and they're creating stepping stones for other people to do the same or more. And I love that about the city. I love the drive. I love the energy. I love the progress. So I've always been really, really split and torn between the two. And so from that, instead of feeling like I was being pulled into different directions, I kind of got to a point of like, how can I marry these two? How can I have them feed into each other? So I created Ecotopia, which is a brand, an organization that is focused on the eco revolution. So you will hear me use that term a lot because it is a revolution. Just by virtue of the kind of society we have grown up in, everything is functioning based on a very not eco conscious system. Because at the time that it was being developed, it wasn't an issue, or we didn't know it was an issue. Now we're invested. This is how things work. You cannot just change it overnight, which is why there's been such a difficult shift from like living our entire lives off of fossil fuels and very unhealthy eco practices to being entirely eco friendly. So we all know we have the technology to do these things. It's just a matter of time and conviction to really see it change on a wide scale, where it's just the norm to be eco friendly and sustainable. There is no argument to not live a sustainable lifestyle in this day and age. It's all in the name, sustainable. So to not live a sustainable life, it's basically like saying, this is a disposable planet. Whatever happens to it by the time we've gone too far, taken out too much, put in the worst till it's not livable anymore, there is no upgrade planet for us. There is no other place to go. So we really, really, really do need to make some really big changes across the board. And we get to the biggest issue, which is that that is actually very difficult. We're all set in our ways. We're all very, very um, limited in time, some of us in resources. So it's not just as simple as, oh, I'm just going to be eco friendly now. But that's what Ecotopia is about. We're here to make that whole transition, that process, as easy and as fun as possible. Because I feel like where there's joy, there's a great forces, great movement. So if we're in a movement, which, like a revolution, you want all of that positive energy, that forward flow, that drive, and I really feel that joy is the most powerful driving force. So, um, looking at some of the eco-friendly footage and media and articles out there, I just felt very overwhelmed for years about how depressing it was. They wanted to shock us into understanding that this is a real crisis, this is a real situation. And honestly, it is. However, I don't feel that that approach is inspiring. It's depressing, and the natural reaction is to turn away. You don't, uh, what's happening on my phone. So I love nature. I love being a part of this eco revolution and the shift, and I have so much fun doing it with different people in different ways. I love to be creative and resourceful, so I wanted to share that with as many people as possible, um, and let others get to see this approach, what it looks like, what it feels like, and the opportunity and the invitation to be a part of it and join in and make this process fun. So, and easy. It's been very difficult so far for me doing all the research and really finding out what's what, because there's a lot of false information. So you actually end up having to research several layers deep. And I just felt really strongly like there were very low chances that anybody else was going to be willing to do that. So I kind of saw this opportunity to help out to my fellow eco warriors who do not have the time and resources. And so um, we're going to do that work for you. We're going to do the research. We're going to show you what's out there, what's new, what's happening. It's going to be fun. There's going to be activities that you can do with your family, your school, or whatever organization work that you're with, and your community at large. So I'm super excited. This is a really special day for me to launch this passion project of mine, and I am so excited to connect with whoever out there is ready for this too. Thank you so much for coming to visit the website and watching the video, and I'm really looking forward to hearing back from you and having you enjoy all the things that are yet to come. Thanks, guys.